watching this channel, this video, chances are that you guys are trying to improve your life some way, shape or form. And I was doing the same thing when I first started, the self-improvement journey. You know, and chances are you're watching all these videos, not even me, like guys like Hamza, Iman, Gachi, all these self-improvement guys, and it's because you didn't like something about your life, something bothered you, or you knew that you were doing wrong, and you didn't want to participate in certain things no longer. Like, let's say going out for and hooking up with random people, drinking, smoking, whatever it is, being a degenerate. And it can be very hard to actually change, because you can watch a lot of videos, but it takes a while to actually start actually self-improving. And I think a lot of it comes down because you're afraid. You're afraid to like change into a new person. And I felt that way too when I started making YouTube videos, because I was doing other type of videos, and I had to switch, basically switch my life over to self-improvement. And it wasn't easy, because I know once I did that there were gonna be some people that didn't like me because of it. Some people I didn't like what I was gonna be, talking about. I wasn't talking about uh, other topics, that were to me considered degenerate. I was really just being a degenerate for most of my life, and that wasn't until I found out about self-improvement, and I've been doing it ever since. I fell in love with talking about self-improvement, doing self-improvement habits like going to the gym, talking to girls, but I was afraid to change, and I felt I had the imposter syndrome. What the imposter syndrome is that you kind of feel like uh, you're not like who you say you are. Like, let's say you're a salesman, or you started being a salesman, and you don't have that confidence because you feel like it's not you. And that's kind of the same thing with self-improvement. When you're hopping from being this degenerate dude to self-improvement, it's gonna feel unnatural. Sometimes it feels unnatural speaking to you guys here in the camera, because I I feel sometimes I still feel that imposter syndrome, like it's not me, But I think it's the comfortable side of me that doesn't want me to do this, that doesn't want to show the world my skills other than being a degenerate, and just uh, being for people's entertainment. Like, that brain side of me is telling me that you're not good enough to talk in camera and give people advice on how to make money, how to talk to girls. And I had to shrug that fucking feeling off, because if I didn't, then I'm always gonna be stuck in my old ways. And sometimes I'll go back to my old ways. But with the consistency that I've been building with the gym and making videos, it's kept me from going full send back to wherever I used to be. Because sometimes I do feel like going back. Be like, man, I miss the old days. I miss how I used to do this. I used to, uh, talk to, I don't know, spin plates with girls. But as of recently, I don't really give a shit about that no more. I'm really more focused on trying to uh, get money. A lot of you guys are too. 2024, we're trying to better our lives here. Um, and I know that girls will come later, but I don't really give a shit about that. What I want to do is build a bigger channel. Build a tribe. A lot of stuff that I want to do. I want my business that I'm doing right now, which is video production, to actually um, actually grow to something big where I can hire people from like Fiverr, or even one of you guys to like edit my videos when I start making money, because I know I'm gonna need help. I always been in uh, an independent type of dude, but I know that if I want to thrive out here, you need connections. Like Andrew Tate, he has a ton of connections. That's what you need to do. Alex Omozi, he has a ton of connections. That's why he's been able to thrive. And it's important to build tribes. It's very important. So I have to get rid of that mindset. That I'm like, I don't need help. I'm cool by myself. Like, it's not true. But like I said, guys, if you're trying to self-improve, the old you's gonna try to hold you back from moving forward, because it's scared. It's comfortable where it's at. You know, you're comfortable. You have a nice job. You just it's an okay life, but you kind of deep down you're not satisfied. You're not uh, fulfilled with what you're doing right now. That's why you're watching this video. You know, and you should be happy. You should be happy for yourself because a lot of people don't do this shit. They don't hop on and start wanting to improve their lives. That's why it's a self improvement community doesn't grow as big as, let's say, an entertainment one like Mr. Beast or degenerate channels, prank channels. If you guys notice, like even Hamza with I think 2 point something million followers, he can't top off like degenerate channels. I don't think we ever will be too, you know, because everyone doesn't want to change. They're afraid, you know, of becoming someone better than who they are now. They think they're too good, and I used to think that. I think that was too good to improve. Like I don't need to improve anything, but I was just fucking lying to myself. There's so much I need to improve, you know. But like I said, I'm glad you guys are watching this video because, you know, I was afraid too of change. You know, but you can always fix your life. You know, it's never too late. But you basically what I would say is you have to rebrand yourself because, like I said, the brand that you're showcasing the world, your family, your friends, it's not something that you're really proud of. Because that's how I felt. Like I had a brand. People knew me for something. They knew me for being that guy that likes to do crazy stuff on highways and, you know, stuff like that. But I wasn't fulfilled with that brand that I was showcasing because it wasn't really helping me. Not even financially. It was just getting me clout and stuff, and occasional DMs from chicks. A lot of DMs from dudes wanting me to help them with their cars and stuff. But ultimately, at first it was cool, but in the end, it was really unfulfilling, bro. Like, it's not something I wanted. I felt like I wasn't helping nobody. I was actually helping them, you know, do the same shit I was doing. That's what these degenerate channels are. They showcase stuff and then people like it and they want to be the same thing. Like, oh, I want to be like you, want to grow up, bro. But I wasn't really helping anybody, you know, like, and it takes a lot to actually start getting monetized, you know, and start making money. And I felt like that wasn't like good for long-term growth. I can't really build anything big from that channel. I have nothing. I can't sell nothing, you know, apart from merch. And that's not something that I was really passionate about. Like, I wanted something that I could actually help someone with, you know, like offer something that could actually like improve someone's life and make them literally money. Like I said, I moved on from all those channels. I don't even watch them anymore. Like a good example is Gideon. I don't know if you guys know Gideon, but he was a prankster, and his brand, you know, was doing pranks. You know, professional rock dogger. Uh, the Marcus Cousins the third, I think that's what he went by. I watched some of his videos. That was funny. I ain't gonna lie, that fool was funny. But I from what he did, and he transitioned from that to like a Christian channel, you know, and he wasn't afraid to show the world, you know, because he wasn't happy with the brand that he had. He was making millions. He was making good money. He even bought like his own house and stuff, and that's pretty fucking sick from being a content creator. He was making really good fucking money, but he wasn't happy with his brand that he was representing to the world. You know, otherwise he would have stayed with that channel, you know. And he decided to just take on another brand, you know, rebrand himself. And now he's like a Christian. He talks about Christianity, and I took inspiration by that because he's such a more bigger content creator than me and many others. Yet he chose to rebrand himself because he wasn't happy. And even if I think he did go back to the old channel and uploading, now he's a little bit more like on the safer side than trying to do content that gets people fired, you know. But I think that, you know, he didn't care about what people were gonna think because a lot of people talk shit, especially because he's famous. Yeah, famous people talking shit about him, but he didn't care because he just wasn't happy with his brand. And a lot of you guys aren't happy with your brands, but you care about what people think, so you're not gonna change, you know, because like, oh, if I do this, I'm gonna fucking lose my friends, my girl, you know. But he didn't care, and he was such more up here than us. He's basically like a 1% man, And he wasn't afraid to change, knowing he had all those followers that were gonna talk shit about him, and his decision to do a rebrand of himself. So who the fuck are we to be afraid of change? Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel that you think people might talk shit about you. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? What do you mean you're gonna start self improvement? Or even if it's not a self improvement channel, like just regular car video, doing um, a review of headphones or some shit. I don't know. A lot of people are afraid of what people are gonna think because they're gonna rebrand themselves. Because people know them by being something. An example like a drug addict. Like, oh, bro, you used to go to clubs and drink. What do you mean that now you want to be a fucking YouTuber? And a lot of people are gonna like get discouraged, and that's whenever you can't let that shit get to you, because if you're trying to rebrand yourself, but yeah, what people are saying is stopping you, sorry, then you're screwed. You're cooked. Like, you can't let people tell you what you can and can't be when you're trying to rebrand yourself, because like I said, if you do, you're just going by what they say, and I don't do that shit no more. I don't rely on what people say of validation, or if they talk shit about me. I don't care. I literally don't. I can give two fucks. I'm gonna make this channel, because I feel I can make it into something big. Someone already used my clip on a video. Shout out to, I think her name was Miss Karen. So, it just, I saw that. I think I can have the potential to show up on big YouTube channels. Clip like they can use. I don't care if you can use my clips. I mean, it's a small channel right now, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I don't care what people think. At the end of the day, I decided to rebrand myself. I don't care if they like it or not. And the same thing with Instagram. I wanted to rebrand myself to have this channel revolve more on Instagram, because back then I would just post stuff from my old channel, and I didn't want to be known myself for something materialistic. That's also why I wanted to rebrand myself. I don't want people to be like, oh, that's the guy that drives this, that's the guy that does that. Like some people know someone for something that they do or that they drive, materialistically wise. So when that's taken away, like, what are you now? Your brand's gone. So that's why I decided to move to self-improvement, because I think it's just more beneficial to me and to the viewer.